Hello everyone, and welcome back to another digital planner video. Not only is this going to be a plan with me, but it's also a review for the planner by Francesca over at Planner Boutique. She has made a realistic digital planner. It is absolutely gorgeous and I'm happy to share it with y'all. I've been using it for a week now and just loving it. So let's look at the planner first. When you first open your planner, this is the screenshot you get, and it looks much cleaner than my desk has ever looked, so that's nice. No work to keep it clean. You have a beautiful inside cover. Now, over here where I have my tabs labeled, I labeled those. They come blank so you can label them however you wish. And I've went through and labeled mine. So here's your welcome page. This little munchkin with my name is from the lady that makes the Once More with Love stickers. She did a custom mermaid one, so I thought I'd put that there as my name. And then you get into your dividers. This first one is this pretty watercolor pink one, and it is my calendar section. I have a year calendar I'm going to put there. But here's my first week. Didn't track everything I wanted to at the bottom. I ended up sick and it's just been a crazy week. But on this page, this is her layout. The pages come blank and then you get the inserts. This is her vertical week on 2 page, very much like the Erin Condren or Happy Planner layout, which I like a lot. The little pink felt paperclip is also from her, as well as the little unicorn witch, which she has made a whole set of paper clips you can use to decorate the inside, but I absolutely adore the little unicorn Halloween ones. The sticker kit is not from her, but the layout is hers. So this is the one I'm going to do this week. I haven't set it up yet. I've just taken a screenshot of this and I'll show you how I decorate in Keynote. And then this is her month on 2 page. This is going to be for September, but I have not laid out my September monthly yet. I really need to do that. Also, while I'm here, if you go to the top and do the 4 squares, how I'm kind of keeping this organized is I'm going to add a bookmark and label that it's August 28th. And then the next bookmark I have is September monthly. So that way I can easily navigate between if I need to. I have different bookmarks. So, and then I have some blank pages in there to put in more of September. One thing I really like about doing it this way and adding my weeks in is I can always screenshot and archive if I want to keep the information, but then I can kind of clean out my inserts every once in a while so my planner doesn't get bogged down, because I've noticed some of my other planners, after I use them a few months, adding all the images and the writing, and I often add pictures and things in, that it'll start to be kind of sluggish and take a while to load. So I like the option of being able to say screenshot it, move it over to my iCloud, and then actually take it out of my planner. So I have those. And then my next tab is family. This is also some inserts made by her. I did one of these for each member of my family. I used Keynote to take a picture and make it kind of lighter, just like I do the backgrounds. I believe I did these at 40%. And then the vital info is her insert that I just laid over the picture. So I came to this tab, I put down the picture that I had lightened in Keynote, and then I put this over it. That way, this is where I can keep track of information for my family, medications, things like that. So I did one. That one's going to be for me. Hasn't been filled out yet. And I haven't put any of the personal information in here because I knew I wanted to share it. But this is my oldest son, my middle son, and my youngest son. They're all the same, all her inserts that I laid over. And then I have two little boys that I take care of all the time. So I put them in there so I have their information. The next one is my budget tab. It is still empty. I am working on that one. And then personal tab. I have some goals in here and some information. There's where I was letting someone see how wonderful the Apple Pencil writes. I haven't fully decided what I want to use these two tabs for, but I want to show you the dividers because the dividers are absolutely gorgeous. And then I have a few stickers that I kind of come back to that I put back here on the sticker page. So I have those. So that is also at the very back of the planner. She has this note page, which I think is brilliant, and I have it bookmarked. That way, when I'm on the phone and need to write down a phone number or just some information that I need to decide where to put later, I can just jot it down here. So that is a look at the planner. I am absolutely loving it. I love the color. Pink is my favorite color. Um, she did make me a custom cover, which I haven't figured out how to put on here yet. Um, but I don't believe she's making them for everyone. I believe it was a kind of a gift. Today is actually my birthday, and she gave it to me, so I'm considering it a birthday gift. I don't think she's going to be doing them for everyone, but if I find out she is, I will make sure to let you know. If you're interested in purchasing planner or inserts from her, again, the shop is Planner Boutique on Etsy, and she is giving all of my viewers a coupon code, a 15% off coupon, and I will include the code in the description below, but it's Lava15 and it gives you 15% off your entire order. So let's go to the plan with me. So I have taken and I've already did a screenshot of this and set up, kind of started with Keynote. So I'm going to go here, screenshot, add in the screenshot, and let's go ahead and crop that down. I don't care if this part's perfect because what I'm doing is just using this. I'm going to lock the background. I'm going to do my stickers, and then I'm going to move just the stickers, not the whole image of the background, if that makes sense. Hopefully, as I get going, that'll make sense. So I'm going to lock that down because I want that to stay the same. I don't want to move it around. And then this is the sticker kit I've chose. Just very pretty watercolor. So we're going to start by copying the sticker kit and moving it over because, oh, and it's already a PNG. I didn't realize that. I saved it. Let's see, does it say at the bottom? Munchkins and Military. I just searched for planner sticker printables and it showed up. So that is a new one to me. I did look at some of her other printables. They're pretty cute. I liked them. I think she does a good job. So, but we're going to take this, make sure we get our crop, which because it is already a transparent is not as important, but this doesn't include any washi. And I really like this kind of watercolored purple and green. So I'm going to use that blank header and make washi, at least in theory. That's what I'm going to try to do. I don't promise that this is going to turn out right. Okay, I want to take that and rotate it. So to rotate something, you press and hold with one finger and flip it with the other. That's not too bad. Once I line them up, I kind of like how that looks. So now I'm going to touch both of those and group them. And then I'm going to copy that and paste it for the other side. So I have it on both sides. And try to make them straight. Let's see, no, my guides are turned off. That will probably help. There we go. Okay. So there's just a little bit of washi on the bottom. Um, a lot of people ask how to get just the planner rings. You can take this and through photo editing, remove the background so you have just the rings. I'm gonna try. It normally takes me quite a bit of fiddling with it to get it right, but let's see if I can show y'all how I would do that. Um, I'm gonna add the picture. The same one's fine. I'm going to crop a lot of this stuff out because I want pretty much just the silver rings. So, and it's more important because if you want to lay washi along the edge. So now I'm going to use the paintbrush and do the alpha and take this out. And then I'm also going to do the same thing. Make sure it's selected. And then I'm going to take out some of this pink. And here. This might be easier with other photo software, but if I was doing it just here on my... So those would work. I mean, they're not perfect, but now let's try going here. Taking the washi, I'm going to rotate it and do it along here like I know you've seen me do. We're going to delete that one. And then we're going to copy and paste. We'll see how this looks. I may change my mind about doing this, but... And now I can take just these rings, copy them, and paste them. So you can't really tell the difference. There's a little bit of difference. And I can always double tap and bring those in because I mostly want the rings and I want the spine part to just kind of line up. That looks pretty good. There, that way I have the washi on top and I still have the rings. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to take that as well and lock it. I'm not too worried about the washi because it'll give me something to use as a guide. Now we're going to start with the yellow and orange. To-do header. Actually, we're not going to start with the to-do. We're going to start with just one of the blank ones because I've been using the top as like a journaling section. Trying to get better at that. So we're going to paste it and see how well these stickers fit. Again, this is just, oh, they're going to fit nicely. It's a kit I found online. Sometimes when I'm looking for something different, I'll just go to Google, type in planner stickers, and all kinds of stuff pop up. And that's how I find different blogs and things with more stickers. That one needs adjusted just a little bit. Okay. And I'm doing every other one this color. So I'm going to do the green and pink in between. If that, yeah. See, these aren't perfect, so I want to turn off my edge guide. And that'll let me, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to zoom the page in a little, not the sticker. And then once I have that one where I want it, I'm going to paste one more for the weekend. Okay, now I'm going to go here and I'm going to get one of the pink and, or not pink, purple and green watercolor. And I'm going to copy that one. Paste it. And then I'm going to get it in place. Now I can turn the edge back on. And because the pages are slightly different, you need to make sure you're lining it up with the right one. I want to make sure I'm lining it up with this page, not the other one. And it needs to be just a touch smaller there. And then we're going to copy and paste and put it over here. See, now they're messing with it. I swear I turned the edge guide on and off to get it to. Sometimes the stickers line up great with it on, other times not so great. So now I'm going to turn them back on and go work on pasting it on the other side. And see if they're going to line up for me over here. See, they're lining up with something that isn't my actual planner page. So sometimes turning them off will help me get them in here. Now, because this is going to be kind of my journaling section, I don't really want the checklists. So what I'm going to do, and again, this is a experiment. For one, I've never used stickers from this this blog before. And for two, I like to try different things. So we rotated kind of this thicker piece. And now we're going to copy it. And we're going to start on Monday because I want it to match. And I want it to be as wide as a full box. I know this looks huge, but just give me a minute. And then I'm going to double tap and use the cropping to adjust the size. So then I have basically a solid full box without the checklist to do my journaling on this week, and it matches. So that's one thing I like about doing it digitally is I can adjust a lot of things like that. Whereas if I had printed that, I wouldn't have been able to just adjust the size like that. I mean, especially that was quite a big difference. And then we're going to copy and paste. I've always been one for kind of making up your own way to use the stickers, not necessarily sticking to what was in the kit. But I don't know what I did there. But digital gives you just more freedom without taking that sticker kit into some kind of editing software. Now this one I'm going to pick more of this kind of blue purple area because that's what I really like of those and less of the green. So I got to pick what section I wanted. So far I'm really liking this. I wanted something kind of neutral because today is my birthday, so I'm sure there's going to be memories and things I want to put in here. So I didn't want the decoration of the planner page to take away from some of that. So, okay, now we're going to go. I'm going to just delete that because I have edited it so many times. I don't know which direction is up anymore. And then I'm going to copy and paste the whole page and get my to-do headers. So we'll start with the yellow and orange. Again, zoom in. Now, because it has a transparent background, I don't have to be super precise with the crop. But if you leave a lot of the clear part when you're trying to size it and lining up, that will mess with your edge guides. So that's another thing if you're having a hard time with the guides to keep in mind. That could be part of the issue. Scoot it up just a little. And if you remember, I had to edit for some reason. I think it's the washi on my Wednesday is making it look like my sticker's too long. So I just move it in myself. But then I'm going to copy Mondays to move it over to Friday and Sunday. I've had several people question, how long do you spend doing this each week? The more you do it, the quicker you get. It takes me longer to do my weekly spread when I'm recording because I'm also talking while I'm doing it and trying to explain things clearly. But when I'm just, say, sit down and decide I'm doing it while I'm watching TV in the evening, it really doesn't take me long. I don't invest a lot of time. I do like to have it pretty, but I don't have hours to sit doing it either. So, if you're kind of slow and feeling like it's taking too much of your time, just stick with it for a little bit because you will get quicker and it gets easier. I'm always trying to find new ways to do things, I'll try new apps, but Keynote by far has been my favorite one for doing it. I have tried to do some of the other ones, and there's nothing wrong with those programs. I used to do everything in GoodNotes. Everything. Their cropping to me is horrible. It is so hard to work with, and it takes me forever, it feels, in GoodNotes. So I have been doing it in Keynote for quite a while because it makes it so much quicker and easier for me. So, I mean, if you're feeling like it's taking too long or you're not liking how something's working, change it up. Try looking for a different app to do it in. Sometimes I will do it on my MacBook, and it's a little bit harder on my MacBook, but that is because all my stuff's saved on my iPad. So, and I don't have my photos where when I save them they go to both my MacBook and my iPad. So then I'm like, "Oh, I need to get this sticker kit over here because it's the one I'm going to use." But I find it easiest just to have it all on my iPad, because then if I'm stuck at the dentist office, I could sit there and work on my planner or work on next week. It's a little different recording videos because I try not to get too far ahead, or at least if I'm going to be planning ahead, I try to record the footage. But when I took that break and was just doing for me, I can do my planner anywhere. That is, again, one of the wonderful things about doing digitals. You don't have to have planner supplies with you. So we've got one more to-do list, and that is the basic part of my week. I'm going to take, and y'all have seen me do this before, I want to move these headers down. So I'm going to touch each one and copy them. And then paste. That's not what I wanted. When you copy and paste them, they will kind of stay together. So, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So, I'm going to tap Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all while holding Thursday with one finger. Then I'm going to lift Thursday and hit copy. And then I can paste and line them up. So now I want to look and see what's going on. I wish there was a different view. I don't think we really have any appointments this week besides my mother, who has a doctor's appointment today. So let's see, for labels, she does have some appointment type labels. So let's use one of those in the orange and yellow. Copy that. Actually, before I put that, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to jump back over to my planner, go to my stickers, And I have a couple weather options here. I think I'm going to go with this pink one. This pink one is a freebie that I got from Tiny Pixels Big Plan, which is the same. Um, the owner is the same as Tiny Stamp Big Plans, and the Tiny Pixel is her digital side of things. And that was in her Facebook group as a freebie. I will include a link to that below to the Facebook group. But it is one of my favorite weather stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that. And because I want to make sure I have that each day. Because I do track the weather. I don't know if anyone's been following the news about Hurricane Harvey. But for those of you who don't know, I used to live in Houston. And I lived there when Hurricane Ike came through. And I remember, I did not grow up in Houston, however. So, but I remember the devastation. So I'm praying for those people, and just the simple things you take for granted are just completely different during that time. I remember when Hurricane Ike hit, getting groceries because the power had been out. So the grocery stores themselves opened back up, but they didn't have anything that needed electricity to keep cold. So, milk, things like that was very hard to find. I remember I thought, okay, well, I'll just eat at, a restaurant. So I went through, I believe it was Arby's. And because of the storms, their power had been out, so all of their food had been at the wrong temperature. Even though they said that they could probably eat it, but they said it wasn't deemed safe to serve because it wasn't kept at the proper temperatures, and they didn't know how long because they weren't there. Things like getting gas was incredibly difficult because everyone stocked up and then the gas was empty. So it was just very difficult. So I am definitely praying for those people. But I can say I'm grateful that I am not there because that was a very difficult time. And I can just imagine what they're going through. I still have family and friends there, and I've been checking on them. Luckily, everyone is safe. So that's a blessing. But if you've never been through a hurricane, it is just completely different. I grew up in Oklahoma, and we have tornadoes. And a tornado's coming, I know what to do. I would take a tornado over a hurricane any day of the week. It was horrible. So keep those people in your thoughts, and just if you are someone who is in that area, I hope you have minimal damage and you're able to recover your property and get things fixed. I know there's people who, after the floodwaters and everything, can't even just get their houses fixed. So here I'm using that same appointment label, and I'm going to make my dinner ones. I'll show you how I'm going to modify these. That isn't what I wanted to do. I want to copy it and paste it first, and then change the color. So, but I just, I was looking, one of my friends, they had to go out the top of their house and take a boat to safety. That's how bad the flooding was. Okay, now if you look at this original sticker kit, it did not come with any like meal planning or anything like that. So what I'm going to do, I've been hearing a lot about it's called flat icon. So we're going to try going there. I do believe it's one of those, it's free for personal use. Um, just give credit to where you got it. Don't say you created it. And we're going to search for dinner and see what comes up. But this is a way you can, there's a, that didn't work. There's a lot of places that have this. And, oh, excuse me. And then you can pick one. I like that one. And then I'm going to save image. See here, it's telling you you can use it. You just need to make sure you give credit to who created it. So, and now I'm going to go to the plus. Did it save it? Maybe I need to. No, that's not it. I really like that one. Save image. Can I copy it? Copy. Let's see if the copy works. I've noticed sometimes when you save an image immediately, that didn't work. It takes it a few minutes to pop up in. See how it's not popping up there? Let's see. Oh, you can customize the size and the color. See if I'm missing something. That's kind of cool though, because then you can change what color it is. I think that purple would look good. Okay, now let's try this. I don't want to save it on those. Press and hold. Okay. Well, this is kind of crappy. I've heard such good things. I don't know why it's not saving. But I can always screenshot and then go to Keynote. We're going to delete this. And then we're going to double tap, crop it down. And then I'll take out the white with Keynote. I don't know why sometimes when you save a picture, it isn't showing up in Keynote. It's been doing that actually for a while. So now I can copy this. And I'm going to do purple on all of them. Make that a lot smaller. And now, that's a way to take stickers and layer and make your own little things or labels, whatever you want to call them. Because I don't have a whole lot going on this week, but I have 3 boys of my own. I take care of a 2-year old and a 3-year old 4 days a week, and they stay overnight. Because of their mother's work schedule, that's what works best. And then my two of my sons, their best friends, have been spending quite a bit of time. School doesn't start for us till September 5th. So we're still running on summertime here. So with that many boys, and they're all boys, so that's 7 boys, mealtime's definitely important here. So let's look at the sticker kit, see if she has. I'm going to use the chevron pattern up here because I really like that. And I'm going to copy it and paste it. Over here is just kind of a decorative. I do have some stickers with numbers, but I'm probably just going to use text to add in the dates. I wonder, we're going to make, I know that is huge, basically to cover the whole sidebar area, because it seems like the thing to do today. And then I'm going to make it narrow. Excuse me. Then we're going to use one of these, and I'm going to make a long to-do list. And I'll show you how I'm going to. We are starting school week after next week. So I do want a pretty good to-do list. I do homeschool. Last year we just did one of our sons. This year we are doing all 3 as homeschooling. So I'm going to just layer those because I do have things that need done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then I'm going to try to make another. We're going to use the to-do box. And I'm trying to make kind of a weekly schedule box. My husband has started a new job, and so I want to be able to keep up with his hours. So we're just going to do that. That makes 7. We're going to group them, and I'm going to copy and paste. I apparently hit the wrong thing. There we go. And I'm going to put that right below. I'm going to, yeah, no. Okay. We're going to copy. That way I can make a header. And that's the good thing about using Keynote is I can now go in and add text. So, I'm going to zoom in, hit plus, plus, and add a text box. Type in work, schedule. Make sure it's all highlighted. And then pick a font. I have some fonts that I've downloaded. This one looks fun. Let's use that this week. And then I'm going to put that right there. And I also, that isn't what I wanted. To do the date. We're going to copy, paste. We're going to change that to the 28th, the whole thing. I want to move it up kind of above Monday. And I'm going to take it and up the font to about 32. I really like that font. I think it looks nice. There we go. And then I'm going to copy and paste it here. I feel like this has been a very long, rambly video. Hmm. 29. Make sure it's pretty even. And then 30. That's the reason I don't do a lot of typing, is because I feel like it takes me a bit. And I feel like that's probably boring to sit there and watch me type. So here we're going to go and add 31. And then the 1st. So it is next week we're starting school. Which my kids are pretty excited about. We're in the process of getting ready to move into a bigger home. And so things have been very crazy, but summer's wrapping up and we're looking forward to it. So mid next week is when we're scheduled to start school. So that is pretty much what I'm going to do. I have some icons that I used last week at the bottom to track my calories and my steps for fitness. I'll probably use the lines the same there. And I think the big box at the bottom, what I'm going to try to do is do a picture a day. I know I've seen those challenges like on Facebook, but I'm going to try to just kind of insert a picture a day from my week or from my day each day. Try to put a picture in. So now I'm going to show you how I move this to GoodNotes. I need to unlock the planner rings because I do want those to go. And then I'm going to unlock the background and I'm going to delete it. I know that sounds scary. And then I'm going to press and hold in the white area, select all, group, and then copy. It may take it just a second to copy. And then I'm going to my planner page. Use those bookmarks to go where I've already done it. And then I'm going to paste it. Now I just have to adjust my stickers basically. My big sticker to fit, which that's another thing I wish GoodNotes had better. When I adjust the size, okay, I'm not liking how the chevron looks, so I'm going to ungroup and delete that. Select all, group, and copy again. Make sure image is selected here. That is not what I wanted to do. I want to get, no. This is where it makes it difficult. I really wish that GoodNotes would let us lock things down. Because as you can see, maybe if I just undo, maybe I can undo that far. Because I don't want to lose the already. There we go. Now we can paste the new one. That looks funny too. I didn't do so hot with my sidebar this week. That's okay. We're going to undo this one more time. I know I'm probably driving y'all crazy trying to get this, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done, I promise. Okay. We're going to go select the pen, white. I want it to be kind of large. And I'm going to color this part in this week. So basically I'm just whiting out. I'm using this as a really big whiteout so that my stickers don't look funny. You could also do layered images, which might be quicker, but I am wanting to keep the bottom. So the box where I'm going to do pictures, I think this week. So I'm just using the white pen. I swear this has been the craziest, probably most boring plan with me I've done. But, okay, now that we got that, we're going to switch back here and try pasting again and adjusting our size and getting it in place. That looks better to me. I don't know about anyone else, but get the right size. See, now I have it too big. This is the hard part, is the sizing. And again, that's because GoodNotes to me just is not very friendly when it comes to that. If like one corner would lock down and you could stretch it, that would make it so much easier. Just a little too big. Just a little bit. Okay, we're going to call that good for, no, we're not. It is not lined up. Okay, I'm going to call that good for right now. I will adjust with or mess with the placement later, but I do want to go and show you how I add in the paper clips. So I'm going to press and hold, go to image. I have it saved in Dropbox under Planner Boutique. We're going to use the pink felt ball one this week because I feel it matches best. And then I'm going to adjust the size and put it in that. I feel like my sizing is all off on this one. Normally it lines up very well, but I guess this week it just doesn't want to. See if I can move it over. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I will continue messing with it. If you are in any of the digital planner groups on Facebook, I will link a couple below if you're not, so you can find them there. There are so many creative people and more information. And I will post my final look at this where it's looking a little better because this one is looking rough today. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see y'all next week with another digital planner video.